welcome. If you're new here, brilliant, you're in the right place. This channel is all about making cutting edge science simple, and we're starting right at the beginning. Today's question, what is a peptide? It sounds complicated, I promise you it isn't, so we'll get straight into it. Imagine Lego and Lego blocks. On their own, they're pretty useless, just a small piece of plastic sitting on a table. But when you start connecting them together in the right order, you can build a house, you can build a spaceship, you can build an entire city. And that's basically what your body does. But instead of Lego blocks, it uses things called amino acids. Amino acids are the individual blocks of life. Your body uses about 20 different types, each a slightly different shape, and on their own, they don't do very much. But when your body starts snapping them together in specific sequences, that's when things get interesting. When you connect roughly 2 to 50 of these amino acid bricks together in a chain, you get a peptide. When you connect hundreds or thousands of them, you get a protein. So a peptide is essentially a short chain of amino acids. Think of it as a mini protein. Another analogy that might sink in deeper would be using letters, sentences, and paragraphs. Amino acids are like the letters, peptides are like the words, proteins are like the sentences or the paragraphs. Now, here's what makes peptides so powerful. The order in which those amino acid bricks are arranged determines everything about what your peptide does in your body. So think of it like a key. You could cut a piece of metal any way that you like, but only a specific pattern of cuts will fit into a specific lock and open up a door. Peptides work exactly the same. A specific sequence of amino acids acts as a key that fits into specific locks called receptors on the surface of your cells. When that key slots into the right lock, it sends a signal inside the cell, and that signal tells your body to do something like repair a tendon, reduce inflammation, produce collagen, grow new blood vessels. And the incredible thing is that your body already makes thousands of peptides keys naturally. They're part of how your body communicates with itself every single second of every single day. Researchers have spent decades studying specific peptides, figuring out what they do, and so that we can better understand how the body works. So to sum it up simply, a peptide is a short chain of amino acids, like a specific sequence of Lego blocks, that acts as a key, fitting into locks on your cells and triggering specific biological responses. In the next few videos, we're going to look at some very specific peptides that researchers have been studying closely, like BPC157 and GHKCU. But before that, in the next video, I want to answer a question I know a lot of you will have. What does "for research purposes only" actually mean? Because if you've looked into peptides at all, you've seen that phrase everywhere, and it's worth understanding properly. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out. See you in the next one.